Welcome to my extra episode of the podcast No More Secrets. I wanted to do an extra episode because tomorrow is Easter and it's a family event. Um, and when you're in addiction or you're in recovery, it can be a lonely road. I experience that as a lonely road because, I'm not in contact with my family. My children are with their dads, so I'm all alone. And everybody is with their family. Well, a lot of people are with their family and connecting. And yeah, so the craving can go very high. Um, I did have a little bit of craving today. I had a good day today. I went to a meeting this morning, and I went there with another fellow, and he's becoming a good friend because it's really nice to talk with somebody that's like-minded and is going through the same thing that I am. And I really miss the connection with people because like I told before, I cut the cord with everybody. And I cut the cord because I can be around people that are using and that are drinking because still too tricky for me. So I'm aware of my boundaries. I'm aware um, of my dangerous place to go, and so I want to give you some love. I want to give you some motivation to stay sober, to not choose for using, to not go drinking or something like that. And know that I'm here for you. If you want to connect, you can connect with me on my email. It's kristaconnect@gmail.com, or you can send me a message on my TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. It's Krista Jorisan, and I will reply to you. I will check my email and my messages whole day because you're not alone. Please remember that you're not alone. My feeling of loneliness is becoming, well, some days it's really high, that feeling, but yeah, I had it last Thursday. I was feeling very lonely. And then when I was laying in bed, I thought, stop playing the victim. You can connect with people. You're going to recovery sessions. You're going to meetings. There are a lot of people you can connect with. So connect with them. You have the opportunity. So that's why I went with another fellow to the meeting. And afterwards, he asked me if I would like to lunch. And I said, you know what? I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I did. So we just had lunch and it was really, really nice. And it felt so good after 7+ months to be with another human being, that goes through the same thing. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do an extra episode, because I want you to know that I'm here for you if you're alone and you can't connect with anybody else. Because yeah, at the other side of your addiction, your best life is waiting for you. And at the other side of addiction is connection, and connection is so, so important. So I hope you're all staying in your sobriety. I hope that you are keeping up your routine to change your life. Well, my routine is I wake up very early, meditate, I exercise, I go outside in nature. That helps me a lot. Doing this podcast helping me a lot. Doing my coaching work with my life coach, that helps me so, so, so much. And changing my life also now, because for 7 months I'm all alone, and now I feel the power coming back inside of me to connect with people. And that is so, so really, really important, because when you quit, when you are getting clean, you go living a sober life. You have to change your people, you have to change places, you have to change things, and you really have to commit to that. It's really, really important. And, if you can't do it alone, go to rehab, please. Go to rehab and go in recovery groups, go to meetings. If your craving is sky high and you don't know where you can turn to, call AA Anonymous or NA Anonymous or CA Anonymous. I called them a lot. The first few months when I was not in recovery only were staying clean. I did it on willpower, and that's not enough. You have to go in recovery because you have to heal. You have to heal your pain, and then your pain becomes your power and your strength, and all the strengths you always put in your feeding your addiction by arranging your drugs, arranging money, always arranging to feed your addiction. That force, that power, and that power that helped you to survive your traumas, your childhood, your relationships, your abandonment, you're been cheated on, or which trauma you have, all that power you use to survive that, well, use it now to survive, or to stay in sobriety and recovery. Because really, I really, really, really highly recommend you to go in recovery, because yeah, there is a lot of shit under your addiction, a really lot of shit. And well, while I'm talking to you now, I am realizing that I'm also doing this extra episode because it helps me to not to not listen to my addiction voice now, because I'm really had a lot of cravings today, and I really think my trigger is Easter. It's Easter weekend, everybody's with family. I'm not, and I'm not petty. That's not what I'm saying, but it can be lonely. So, and what I normally did was numbing that pain, and now I'm using it to yeah, to make it my power, my pain. I healed already a lot. I'm a long way from healing everything. I think every day you heal, and every day you're going to be triggered by people, by events, by something like that. But it's the way you how you manage that. And if you yeah, you go seek help, if you talk with people that are a little bit further in their sobriety. That's what helped me a lot, really, because yeah, when I got sober, I watched so many podcasts with people that are already where I wanted to be. And that's why I decided to do a podcast as well, because I really, really hope that I inspire you also to hold on, to stay strong, because I believe in you. I believe in you, because if I can do it, you can do it also. 100,000%. Because I was in an addiction for 35 years, people, 35 years, my whole life, from the age of 13. I never experienced a sober life until 7.5 months ago. So can you imagine that? And I'm sitting here in my living room doing an extra episode, especially for you. Well, if I'm honest, a little bit for myself, because it helps me also to remind myself to be strong and to stay consistent. Yeah, please stay consistent, and please do start the healing. Trust the process. Really trust the process. And when your craving is there, because it while I'm speaking, it's in my mind, it's shouting to me. But I just accept that it's there, and I don't have to reply on it. Yeah, it's only a thought. That's all. It's only a thought, and that's it. You don't have to act on it. So please don't act on it if you're in a really big craving, or you want some. Because when I talked with other fellows on the meeting this morning, there was one fellow that shared his story, and he needed surgery in 3 weeks, and he was 9 months sober, and he really had a lot of cravings. And in recovery, when you're kind of like 9 months sober, they call it sticky bananas. So like you can yeah, like when you see in the banana peel, and you can fall of it. That's really really tricky, because when you're like set between 7 or 9 months like that, you think I can handle everything now. But when something um, pretty intense happens, like you need surgery or something like that, then the addiction voice has a reason to feed his addiction. So he shared that, and I talked to him afterwards, because I also need surgery. Thursday I have to be in surgery. I had to go to another surgery, and I'm very nervous for that as well. Maybe that's also why my craving is high, because yeah, it's really scary. It's not, and I don't want to go on a full anesthesia, because I don't want to have anything in my body anymore that gives me a high in my brain. So then maybe my addiction is activated again. So I don't want that. I find it too dangerous. So I'm going to do it on local anesthesia, and that's very scary, because it's going to be painful. The doctor said it's going to be painful, but I'm going to do it. I'm really going to do it. So yeah. So, and when I talked to him, he also said, yeah, I know I have to do the steps. I have to do what I've learned already. And I said, you can listen to podcasts, or go listen to speakers on YouTube or something. And he says, yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it. And he just an hour ago or something, he sent me a text, and he said, thank you, Krista. Thank you for the tip. I watched, it's a Dutch podcast. I watched the podcast, and it was about a man that was already 2 years sober, and he told a similar story. And yeah, he said, my craving is gone now. So thank you. So, you can seek help with other people, fellows that are a little bit further in that journey. And yeah, I really hope that you connect with me if you need help, or you want to share your story, or you just want to get it out of your head. That's why I called the first few months of my sobriety. I called a lot of times to the NA Anonymous, because it had to be out of my head. I wasn't in recovery yet, because I didn't share my secret. That's why my podcast name is No More Secrets, because now I'm owning my truth. I'm owning my story, and I'm rewriting my story. And I hope to inspire you to rewrite your story as well. And so, well, tomorrow is Easter. For everyone that's alone, remember, you feel alone, but you're not alone. There's always help. There's always somebody, another fellow, another person that's also in sobriety, or that wants to help you, because we're all the same. We all have the same disease. So we all have the same brain. We all have the addiction voice in our minds. And, with me, it's like the different addiction. The really craving for me now is to the opiates and the benzos. Those, yeah, I before, my cravings were most of all for drinking a red wine, or yeah, snort some coke. But now it really is that my addiction wants the benzos or the opiates. So I'm not going to do it, but it's a new experience in my sobriety, because it's the first time I have it so strong, yeah, for those substances. So yeah, so I hope you're gonna stay sober. You're not gonna relapse, because a relapse is just around the corner. I know that, and I just take it for the next 24 hours. just for today. And what helped me really, really very much was when I had the craving so strong in the beginning, the first few months. I just took it 10 minutes by 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, I thought, yes, okay, another 10 minutes. And that's how I went through the day. And yeah, and I hope you're going to do that also. And yeah, for tomorrow, I wish you all a really, really nice Easter. And yeah, try to enjoy, to feel grateful that you're still alive, because it's a gift. It's really a gift. You never know how long it takes, So even though you're maybe alone, try to enjoy. If you're not alone, enjoy also your family, your friends, your Easter, and maybe your first. For me, it's my first sober Easter. Okay, I'm alone, but you know, I don't mind. At one side, I mind. I find it a little bit sad, but you know, I can't change it. So, and the things I can't change, I'm not going to stress about. I'm not going to stress about because it doesn't help you. So, everyone, guys, people, I wish you a really nice Easter. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel if you if you like my journey, if you're inspired by it, or leave a comment, or subscribe to my Spotify. And if you like to connect, like I already told you, it's Krista.connect@gmail.com. And Krista Yours is my name on my socials. So don't hesitate, and don't think that I don't want that or something. I really, 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 really appreciate it if you do that, because I rather have you and come in contact with me than that you have a relapse, because it ain't worth it. It really ain't worth it. I wish you all the life that you deserve, all of you, because I'm living the life now I'm deserving, and I wish it all for you as well. So bye bye. Have a nice Easter. Love you all, and I see you at the next episodes. Bye bye.